everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a cheeky little review. I'm a little bit late to the party, to be honest, but I got this quite a while ago and I've only just really had a chance to sort of sit in front of you guys and have a chat about it. So it is the Ace, I think it's Beauty? I say Beauty, but I think it's like Ace Booty. I'm not sure. If anyone knows about that, then please do feel free. Please feel free to correct me. This is their Flair palette. So I purchased this off Beauty Bay not so long ago, and this is one of the, honestly, truly one of the most beautiful palettes I own, if not the most beautiful. Can we just take a second to have a little look at that? And then inside, which is probably the most important part, it looks a little something like this. So it looks truly beautiful. Definitely one for you guys if you are really adventurous with your looks, or if you just have an interest in getting into doing more colourful makeup. I think it's exceptionally important to buy a really good palette for that, because, and I remember this from my own experience, when I sort of first tried playing around with colours, the colours I were using were really awful quality, and it just made me feel like I wasn't really that good at it, which I'm actually not. I'm not bad, but I'm not good. Like, I'm not Instagram worthy, I don't think. But I can play around with colour. So what I want to do is show you some swatches, both finger swatches and both synthetic and real hair swatches as well, because I think it's really, really important when you're doing swatch videos. So yeah, if you're interested, then please keep watching. So I just wanted you to see this palette up close. I'm so sorry if my makeup's a bit smudged. It has been on all day, so I really do apologise. But this is what it looks like. It is just, honestly, hang on, are we even in focus? No, we're not. Literally like the most beautiful shades ever. I love these so much. What I'm going to start doing is, well, I'm going to show you the brushes first and foremost. The synthetic one I'm going to use is literally like this. You can get them off eBay, but synthetic is like that really glossy, it feels like bristles, but it's kind of a glossy, plasticky feeling. Whereas I've got another brush here that is made from real hair. I think this is from Sigma, and then I'm also going to use my fingers as well. So I'm going to start with the very top shades, which we've got here, which are beautiful, like pinky, rosy tones. So the first one I'm going to go in with is Saffron, and Saffron, just get that on there, looks like that. I would say this is kind of like a neon coral red, just dabbed sort of a few times with the real hair brush. And these are always going to be patchy, guys. This is why I do them with different brushes, because I think it makes a whole load of importance. So I'm doing the same. Ooh, synthetic brush picked it up quite nicely. Next one is Mirage, and this is kind of a really nice, this is kind of like a really nice foiled copper red, which I think is absolutely stunning. And these pick up like exceptionally well when you're using your fingers, because it picks up on the pearls a lot better. But again, I'm going to go into the real hair. I'm sorry if I'm temporarily out of focus. So that's what they look like. So this one here is with the synthetic brush. Interestingly, I find synthetic brushes to be better when it comes to really sort of pearly shades like this, because it does pick them up better, but your fingers are always going to be the best ones that you can use. Next one is Aubergine, which is that really nice sort of vibrant purple shade. These are exceptionally difficult to get right because they can go really patchy. I'm not entirely too sure why, but I know just from experience, or what I've seen, sorry, these can go incredibly patchy. It is slightly patchy, that one. But again, I think with purples, you just kind of have to accept that that's how they're going to perform and just, well, get over it, really. Next one is Mulberry, which is a really nice sort of lilac-y shade. I think this is really pretty, really good if you're going to use this as a transition. Wow, this is really soft. Like, it feels like rabbit fur. It feels super soft. Again, slightly patchy. I would say it's, well, actually no, that looks okay. It's kind of like a mauve, is it a mauve, whatever shade you like to call it. I also forgot to mention, guys, I am using just damp brushes, because that's how I would normally wear them. And I haven't actually put a primer underneath because I just didn't think it was all too necessary. I want to, whoa. What has happened to those swatches? Not great. The next shade is Biscotti, which is kind of like a really nice rose gold shade. It's just at the end. It looks quite blanked out on screen. I don't know why, but that's, wow. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to show you on the back of here, I think. Oh, that, can you even see that? There you go. That is somewhat really beautiful. That picked up just there really well with this brush here, so like a real bristle. I would expect them to pick up better, to be honest, with the synthetic brush, but we shall see. Kind of no difference, to be honest. It's just there, if you can see that. Like, there's not really much difference with that shade. I just think that is a really, really beautiful. So that's the kind of whole colour range you've got going on, along with these ones as well. Stain check, they're okay, but that purpley one sort of did leave a bit of a stain, which I was expecting to be completely honest. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next range, which is going to be this middle sort of range here, which is a few, well, all of these colours are absolutely beautiful, but I don't know, I'm in love with this palette so much. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Cider, which is that really nice like mustardy shade. And how beautiful actually will those three shades look together. This is Mustard. I'm just going to pop that here. This is currently, wow, look at that. This is currently what I've got here, like only a tiny bit. My eye makeup looks really awful today. That went on so beautifully, and the reason I love yellow so much is you could wear them if you wanted to, like in the inner eye. Like, I know that Kylie Jenner was like a big fan of doing that and putting it here if that's something you're into. But they work really well as a really good transition and to make everything look super fiery and good. And as expected, that colour picked up exceptionally well with every sort of texture. Then I've got Firefly, which is just the most beautiful shade. It's just that orangey shade there. This is beautiful. Again, it's very foil-like. It picks up so well on your... Oh my god. Look. Hang on, I think I might need to use... Can you see this? How, oh my goodness. We need to use this. I might use this on my eyeballs today and just see if I can sort of vamp things up. So I'm going to pick it up with Firefly. There is quite a bit of kickback with this product, I will say. But honestly, like, you're dealing with shadows. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to get all of it over your face. It just happens. You just need to adapt to it. But truthfully, when it comes to applying eyeshadows, I just pick stuff up on my fingers now because I know that's how it works best. Next shade is Pumpkin, which is this beautiful matte orange shade here. This one feels a bit more powdery than Mulberry, which was that really beautiful. I'm just going to apply another bit on there because I really want to see. Wow. Wow. Stunning. Yeah, it's not quite as creamy and soft as what Mulberry was, which was that really nice lilac-y shade. But never mind. Flying off here. That's nice. Those colours really just so stunning. I've always said this as well, guys. If you're ever stuck for a bit of inspiration, use quad colours or use trio colours and use them all together, and you can use that to create a different look. You just kind of have to depend on whether or not you're working with like a smoky, like a halo eye, or you're going to do something really simple, something really bold. That is something you're going to have to decide on. But when it comes to colours and colour inspiration, just use like the tiny little sets, or make up the little sets in these little palettes. Next one I'm going to go into is Hazelnut, which is that reddy shade there. This again feels slightly chalky and slightly patchy, which it is, but I also use this on the outer, well, this whole section here on my, only the like the tiniest of bits. Pigmented shade in the palette, but equally it's doing quite a good job. Yeah, I think it's nice. Really, really good actually. And very last shade from that row is Acorn, which is just here. There isn't actually any matte black. Oh, this feels silky. Oh, this feels like the rabbit texture, the rabbit fur. That feels nice. Nice. Nice, slightly patchy actually, but I think that's where I've sort of deposited it all. Nice, I like that. Yeah, there's no matte black in this palette. However, you've got a dark brown that really will smoke out everything. And look, that was with the real hair. Sorry guys, my camera did cut out then, but that was the end shade was with the synthetic brush. But what a beautiful like range. I feel like these are like really good basic ranges, apart from this, because this is just stunning. For the last range of colours, we're looking at these really, oh look how stunning. Oh, I like this shade especially, it's really nice. Yeah, there was no staining from those previous shades either. I thought that was pretty good if you wanted to know about it. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Bayberry, which is this really nice sky baby blue shimmery shade, like a foiled shade. Oh, look at that. That is, oh, it just makes me so excited. I just really want to like play around with this palette and just create something. I don't know what I want to create, but I've got the colour range. Okay, so I'm now going to go into the real hair. Oh, did it really close? Sorry. As you can see, it turns out a bit lighter and a bit more milky with the real hair brush. So let's try it with the synthetic and see if that goes on. I'm just going back into it. This is probably not the best representation of swatches ever, so I do apologise. But I mean, it's no sort of, you know, you can see here that this blue works exceptionally well with your fingers, so like the shimmery shades. Next ones I want to go into is Atlantis, just here. So it's a really nice, vibrant, sort of like royal blue. Nice, slightly, ever so slightly patchy, but wow, what a beautiful shade that is. Gonna go into the real. Yeah, that goes on nice. Actually, that probably went on a lot better. Atlantis is a matte. Goes on really well, I think. Forest Pine, which is here. This is kind of like a mid-tone. I don't know, it's kind of like an ivy green, to be fair, but it's got a very blue undertone. So it looks like, wow. That is gonna look beautiful in a crease. That looks really good. Let's just try it with the real hairbrush. You just got to remember as well, guys, that if they're slightly patchy, it's because my brushes are, whoa, no. It's because my brushes are somewhat wet. I was going to say matte then. But that could be the reason for their patchiness, to be honest. So the last two shades before I give my very short final thoughts is Moss, just here, which is a beautiful like army green shade. This is really pretty. Oh, that's quite nice. That would look incredibly beautiful with that yellow. Like that would make that look really popping. Next one was the brush. How did that go on? Yeah, looks pretty good to me. And then very lastly, we're going to use the synthetic brush. Oh wow, how did that go on so vibrant with that brush? Honestly guys, this is why I find doing this, I say this over and over, but this is why it is so important just to try it with so many different things. So yeah. Right, next shade is Sherbet. Now this really kind of sold it for me because I thought this was such a unique shade to have in this palette. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So look. This was honestly the first shade that I had swatched from the palette because I just thought this is going to give me a good idea about, look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I was kind of like, this is going to give me an idea or my first sort of impression on how this palette's going to perform. And as you can see, it just performs like no other. Bit of stainage. I don't know if you can see it just here. A little bit, not too much, but I think that was the shade Atlantis. So all in all guys, that was that palette. I absolutely love this palette and I really do honestly promote you guys to go out and grab this because it is beautiful. I know that when it did release, I got it super early because I think like literally a minute afterwards it all sold out, so I was really worried that I wasn't going to get mine. But yeah, this is just one of the most beautiful palettes I think I've ever come across. As you can see, it works exceptionally well with 3 different textures trying to apply it onto the eyes. Mixture of mattes, mixture of foiled shimmers, and they've done really well, so I cannot wait to grab something else from this brand, but I thought this stood out to me the most. And I haven't been excited for an eyeshadow palette in a long time, and this really got hyped. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Hopefully if you do enjoy these types of swatch videos, then let me know what you want to see and I will do it. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.